kí yín káàbọ̀ sí ṣánẹ́ẹ̀lì tá a wà tuntun yìí bàbá gbàgede live láti òní lọ lágbára ọlọ́run ṣánẹ́ẹ̀lì yìí nìkan lẹ́ẹ̀tì máa rí gbàgede ìmọ̀ wò. Mo fẹ́ bẹ̀ yín tí ẹ bá rí fídíò mi wò níbikíbi ní ṣánẹ́ẹ̀lì kí ṣánẹ́ẹ̀lì yàtọ̀ sí ṣánẹ́ẹ̀lì gbàgede ìmọ̀ yìí, ẹ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní bá mi rìpọ́ọ̀tù ṣánẹ́ẹ̀lì yẹn, torí pé látòní lọ mi ò ṣe fídíò sí ṣánẹ́ẹ̀lì mi àfàwọn tó bá jí gbé. Tẹ́ ẹ bá ti rí fídíò mi ní anywhere lẹ́ni channel yàtọ̀ fún channel bàbá gbàgede live tẹ́ wà yìí, ẹ rìpọ́ọ̀tù channel yẹn yàtọ̀ fáwọn tí mo ti ṣe sẹ́yìn nínú gbàgede mọ̀. Ṣùgbọ́n gbé fìlà àtàwọn míì bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní gbéṣẹ́ mi rẹpẹtẹ nísìn, àìmọye fídíòs mi tó tò nínú iṣẹ́ wọn. Látòní lọ tẹ́ ẹ bá ti rí fídíò mi ní anywhere, àwọn tó hack àkáǹtì gbàgede mọ̀ mi nìyẹn. Anybody tẹ́ bá ti rí fídíò mi nínú channel ẹ ṣá make sure pé ẹ bá mi report ẹ. Kódà ẹnìkan wà tó máa ń gbéṣẹ́ mi sí orí Facebook, a wá gbé láti YouTube a gbé lọ sí Facebook. Ìwọ channel yẹn mo fi àsìkò yìí wọ́n ẹ for the last time, tó bá tún gbé fídíò mi máa dárúkọ ẹ lórí program yìí, má dẹ̀ ní kán report ẹ. Gbogbo ètò ti gbé tẹ́lẹ̀ mo rọ̀ ẹ́ nísìn kó lọ delete gbogbo ẹ̀ kúrò lórí channel ẹ lórí Facebook. Tó bá ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀, tí n bá ṣe fídíò anytime máa sọ fún gbogbo àwọn followers mi pé kí wọ́n bá mi report channel ẹ̀. Fúnra ara Facebook ló ń gbé wá fún mi o wípé o ti ń post iṣẹ́ mi sí channel ẹ̀. Mo fẹ́ lè wọ́n ọ̀nà ẹni o, mo wọ́n ọ̀nà ẹ for the last time. Ṣùgbọ́n tẹ́ bá rí iṣẹ́ mi lẹ́ni channel lórí YouTube, gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ jẹ́ followers mi ẹ máa bá mi report channel yẹn. Èyí tí wọ́n ti gbé ti tó, eléyìí tí mo ṣe ń ṣe tẹ́ bá ti rí anywhere lórí YouTube ẹ sá report ẹ ṣe gan. Tó mo kí yín káàbọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí orí ètò bàbá gbàgede live. Tí wọ́n bá fẹ́ máa wo channel yìí lọ, ẹ mọ̀ àrídájú pé látòní lọ orí channel nìkan lẹ́ẹ̀tì máa rí gbàgede mọ̀ wò. Torí ẹ̀ mo bẹ̀ yín ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ̀ tí subscribe, ẹ wo ibi tó kọ subscribe sí kẹ́ẹ̀tẹ́, ẹ dẹ̀ wo ibi tí wọ́n kọ tán fi àmì bẹ́ẹ̀lì sí yẹn, notification bell nìyẹn, ẹ tẹ̀. Tí n bá ṣe any video jáde sórí YouTube lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ lẹ máa rí wò. For now mi ò ṣe fídíò sórí Facebook for now for my own security reason, because wọ́n ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní trail àwa tá à ń present nsìn. So for now mo sì ṣe gà fún Facebook náà dẹ̀ náà fi trail wa. So ẹ ṣeun ẹ káàbọ̀, mi ní gba àsìkò wa léni rárá, mi ò ready láti gba àsìkò wa torí rumors kan ń lọ kọ́ọ̀lù ti tó 30 sí 50 lọ́wọ́ mi táwọn èèyàn ti ń pè mí pé ṣóòótọ́ ni. Rumors wo ni? Rumors wípé kinní náà headline yẹn kọ breaking: Benin Republic is set to repatriate Sunday Igboho to Nigeria. Mo fẹ́ sọ fún wa pé irọ́ tó jìnnà sóòótọ́ ni o. That write up comes from the pit of hell. Iṣẹ́ blogger lẹ́rí yẹn. Ìdí tí mo dẹ̀ fi sọ pé rọ́ ni wípé there are a lot of diplomatic effect tó rò mọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ ìdá Sunday padà sí Nàìjíríà. Ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ni mo fẹ́ ká jọ sọ lónìí, ni mo fẹ́ bá wa sọ. 2 parts ó ní fídíò tèmi máa ní. Apá kìíní torí pé 2 issues ló ń jà ńlẹ̀ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí. Issue àkọ́kọ́ ó ní ti Igboho yìí. Issue ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì òun làwọn tí wọ́n kó nílé Igboho tí DSS deny. Second video tẹ́ máa wò lẹ́yìn eléyìí ni. Méjèèjì lénìí náà ní release ẹ̀ papọ̀ lágbára torí pé ọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ni wọ́n tàn ṣe papọ̀. Tó lónìí mo kọ́kọ́ fẹ́ kà fún wa ná ibi tí mo ti rí kà tí wọ́n ti sọ pé olóyè Igboho Benin Republic wọ́n ti ṣetán láti repatriate olóyè Igboho. Ìgbà tí mo rí kinní yẹn mo rẹ́rìn. Well, ẹni tó kọ that person might be right, bóyá ó kọ̀ gbọ́ tip off láti ibì kan. Bọ́ṣẹ́ rí ọ̀rọ̀ olóyè Igboho ó ní legal implication tí mo dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé Benin mọ ìtumọ̀ ẹ̀. Ṣe rí nínú àwọn tí wọ́n ní òfin tí wọ́n ń tẹ̀lé òfin jù, àwọn francophone countries wọ́n máa ń tẹ̀lé òfin to the letter. Àwọn wo ló ń pè bẹ́ẹ̀? Àwọn tí France táwọn ilẹ̀ French tí wọ́n colonize tó dáhùn náà fún wọn ní independent. bọ́sẹ̀ ráwa anglophone àwa tí English colonize àwa kì í fi bẹ́ẹ̀ tẹ̀ lófin bó bá ṣe wù wá, a máa ń tẹ òfin lójú níbi tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ Nàìjíríà. Benin mọ ìtumọ̀ Ìgbòho tó wà lọ́dọ̀ àwọn tó rò mọ́ Ìgbòho wà níbẹ̀ yẹn ó pọ̀ ju táwa ń fojú rí lọ. Tófin bá dé ẹjẹ́ àsòfin, ẹ jẹ́ ká kọwọ́ bọ òfin lójú ká fà jáde. Ìtẹ́mi wá ṣe léèní fún wa ní mo fẹ́ bẹ̀ yín, ẹ fi ara balẹ̀ kẹ́ wo fídíò yìí láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ dópin. Ẹni tó bá wo fídíò yìí tẹ́rù bá tún ṣì ń bà wípé wọ́n máa gbé olóyè Ìgbòho wá bí kó ní tọ̀hún tú dànù, torí ẹ̀ ní wo fídíò ìtàn kẹ́rù tó sì máa bà yín. Àwọn tó rọ̀ mọ́ òun ni mo fẹ́ kájọ sọ yìí. Lọ́ọ̀yà kan mo máa gbé wá sí orí ètò yìí tí wọ́n máa bá wa yànnàná dáadáa ju bẹ́mi ṣe fẹ́ sọ lọ. Mo ti sọ ń pa ẹ̀ sẹ́yìn, ṣùgbọ́n lọ́ọ̀yà yìí máa tún wá bá wa fọ́ lójú gan-an, tẹ́yìn náà máa gbọ́, tẹ́ ẹ máa fojú ara yín wò. Ẹ ní lè máa bá wọn gbé kiri, àbẹ́rú òní máa bà yín mọ́ pé olóyè Ìgbòho wọn máa wọ́n gbé wá síbí o, kò possible. Gbogbo ọwọ́ ni mo fi sọ yìí. Àfi tí Nàìjíríà bá fẹ́ ṣe corruption, tó bá fẹ́ ṣe lọ́nà èrú, gbé wá síbi tó bá dẹ̀ ṣe bẹ̀bẹ̀ ní ajíyà ẹ̀. Tí Benin bá dánwò wọ́n á jẹ ìyà ẹ̀, torí pé òfin tó de Benin pé kán rìlíìsì ẹ̀, Benin mọ̀ túmọ̀ ẹ̀. Wọ́n kéré ju Nàìjíríà lọ, ọrọ̀ ajé wọn ò dẹ̀ tóbi. Wọ́n mọ ìtumọ̀ kí world power sanction àwọn. Wọn ò jẹ́ dánwò, mo tún sọ pé wọn ò jẹ́ dánwò. Right up yẹn lọ pé breaking, Sunday Igboho set for deportation to Nigeria, lawyer kicks. Sunday Igboho set for deportation to Nigeria, lawyer kicks. According to one of the source who works with Benin Interpol, one of the source. So a lè authenticate ibi tọ́rọ̀ ìtì ń wá. Ó dẹ̀ ti jìnnà, ó ti round, ó ti circulate gan, àwọn èèyàn ti fẹ́ pè mí pa. Who works with Benin Interpol, National Central Bureau, NCB. The embattled Yoruba Nation agitator Sunday Igboho may be deported to Nigeria. Kò lè possible. Our intelligence gathering showed that it is unhealthy to jail Igboho here in Benin Republic. Wọ́n náà sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n ní sorry. Wọ́n ní the Genius Media reports that this is according to source in Benin Republic, where is currently facing trial, saying charges against Sunday Igboho were punishable by deportation, fines or imprisonment. Wọ́n ní wọ́n sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n wá sọ pé our intelligence gathering showed that it is unhealthy to jail Igboho here, that is in Benin Republic. Yes, he was detained for fresh charges while he was initially in the brigade criminal facility. He made useful confessions. His lawyers also know that he is guilty of irregular immigration. The source was quoted as saying. Another official who also spoke on the matter on the conditions of anonymity added that the last punishment Igboho can be given is to be deported to the country he came from, that is Nigeria, if found guilty. The Nigerian authorities can take over from there if they so wish. Reacting to the intended deportations of the activists, Pelumi Olajengbesi, a Nigerian-based counsel for Igboho, assured that the plan would fail. In his words, I am aware that the federal government, through the former chief of army staff, Tukur Buratai, is making effort to get him deported. We can say that clearly. So far, the facts available before the court having nothing to do with the Nigerian government. We have nothing to worry about because the Benin Republic government has shown that it will operate within the precinct of the law. For us, we believe that Igboho is a criminal of conscience who has taken an effort to liberate his people, warning that deporting Igboho is against international law. Olasupo Ojo, the coordinating counsel for Igboho, stated, it is illegal under international law to send back somebody who escaped to save his life. You cannot send him to a country where there is ample advice that his life is at stake and endangered, it will bounce back heavily on Benin Republic if they do that. In táwọn lawyers yẹn ṣe sọ nìyẹn. Èmi náà dẹ̀ support pé kò possible sẹ̀. Gbogbo ẹnu ni mo fi sọ. Tí Nàìjíríà bá gbọ́nà ẹ̀bùrú sọ pé àwọn fẹ́ bóyá wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe nǹkan kan fún Benin tó ń ba Benin lẹ́rù, tí Benin bá release Igboho, consequence ẹ̀ lórí Benin á ju tí Benin rò lọ. Because all international communities pátápátá ni wọ́n máa dismember Benin Republic. Ṣé Nàìjíríà nìkan lè take care Benin ni? This is the reason why tó fi jẹ́ pé láyé mo tún sọ pé láyé Benin ò lè ever release Sunday Igboho. Now ẹ̀yin èèyàn tó wá ń pè mí tẹ́ ń correct mi pé tẹ́ ń pè mí ṣàkíyèsí wípé criminal act ó ní Igboho ṣe by pé ó gbọ̀nà ìkùlé wọ Benin Republic láì stamp international passport. Ẹ wá jẹ́ kí n já yín sí tí ò yé yín. Ṣé rí nínú òfin àṣẹléọ̀m tí wọ́n bá ń threaten life anybody ní country tó wà or place of abode there, any means tó bá gbà sàkúrò ń bẹ̀ wọ ìlú míì is never a criminal act. Ẹ kóòtù mi lẹ́niwẹ̀ pé mo sọ bẹ́ẹ̀, òfin tèmi mọ̀ ni mò ń kóòtù. Èmi tí mo fi international passport hàn ní the last video tí mo ṣe mo mọ tí mò ń sọ. Àníṣe even kó ṣe pé fake passport gan ló tiẹ̀ tó lò wọlé tí kì í ṣe real Benin Republic passport tó jẹ́ fake passport tí ò dẹ̀ lù lẹ́nu géètì wọn bí ntẹ́yìn èèyàn kóòtù fún mi oríṣiríṣi. Kódà obìnrin kan láti Germany wọ́n tún send oríṣiríṣi passport wọn sí mi kémi wo bó ṣe yẹ kó rí. Ṣé rí ntẹ́ sọ yẹn when everything is all right lẹ́ sọ yẹn. Igboho's case is an abnormal case. He is running for his life. When your life is being threatened in your place of abode, nínú òfin international, there is a law we call international kí náà pé oh God orí mi ń gbóná lọ́wọ́. Òfin kan wà tó jẹ́ international asylum law. Ṣé rí òfin yẹn àwọn the whole world ni wọ́n jókòó ni wọ́n ṣòfin yẹn. Ẹnikẹ́ni tó bá seek asylum lẹ́ni part of the country wọn ò fẹ́ mọ báwo ló ṣe wọ̀lú yẹn. Ìlú tó ti ń bọ̀ kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ sí ẹ ń bẹ̀ ló kù kí wọ́n investigate pé ṣé lóòótọ́ lẹ́mí ẹ ò safe nílùú yẹn. Kódà kó ordinary paper wọlé, paper kan fi ń yàgbẹ́, newspaper kójú òun ló fi wọ̀lú yẹn. Kó já bẹ́ẹ̀ mọ́tò ló bá wọ̀lú yẹn ó ń ṣe lẹ́wọ̀n ó ń ṣàkíyèsí nínú òfin. You run for your dear life. Ó lòfin yẹn sọ. Nǹkan tí Benin gan fi mú Sunday wọ́n mọ tán ṣe. So gbẹ̀yìn tẹ́ bá believe wípé wọ́n ti gbé wọ́n sọ ẹ̀rù ń bà wá o tẹ́ ń torí ẹ̀ yàgbẹ́ kiri kò sí tó fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀ sí. Ẹ jẹ́ ká fọ́ gbọ́ ẹ̀ lójúlé ní ká sòdodo. Bó ṣe wà yìí tó bá ṣẹ̀ tí Sunday bá ṣẹ̀ tó bá jẹ́ ní tó máa rán lẹ́wọ̀n máa sọ pé tó àfi ká máa bá bẹ lọ́hùn o. Bó ṣe rí lórí ọ̀rọ̀ pé wọ́n Benin yìí lórí ọ̀rọ̀ pé bóyá Nàìjíríà lè repatriate ẹ jẹ́ àtúndànù. Kíní kan ni tí Benin ò bá kí ẹ̀ lórí kí ni gbogbo ayé fẹ́ ṣe fóun tó jẹ́ pé international communities tí wọ́n wà káàkiri because a country cannot exist in an isolation. You must have international association with other communities, with other international organizations bí àwọn IMF àwọn World Health Organization àtàwọn nǹkan kan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Tí wọ́n bá ti rẹ́dì wípé kí gbogbo wọn yọ àwọn kúrò nínú ẹgbẹ́ yẹn káwọn nìkan dá wà ṣó kó jẹ́ Nàìjíríà nìkan ló máa jọ́rẹ̀ wọn ni wọ́n lè release Igboho pé kí Nàìjíríà máa mú lọ. Àfi tó bá jófin Nàìjíríà tèmi mọ́kọ̀. I often said it here that I have romance with law. Mi ń ṣe lọ́yà ṣùgbọ́n ó lójú òfin Nàìjíríà tí mi mọ̀ because mo ti ṣiṣẹ́ tó súnmọ́ òfin rí tí mo dẹ̀ ka òfin Nàìjíríà dáadáa. Tí lọ́yà kan bá kóòtù kìíní kan máa sọ fún ẹ pé inú section kìíní kan subsection kìíní kan ló wà of penal code of Nigeria bóyá 1999 constitution or 1976 constitution máa sọ yí àtòjẹ fún ẹ. So fún yàn kan láti sọ tí Benin bá try ẹ gbogbo ẹnu ni mo sọ tí Benin bá try ẹ wípé àwọn repatriate Igboho wá nítorí bóyá ohun tí Buratai ṣe àbí anybody ṣe. I'm not saying what is right fundamentally. I am saying what is right here. N tó ṣe yẹn kò ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ kankan rárá. Nigeria declare wanted. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ti pa èèyàn méjì sínú ilé ẹ̀. Wọ́n tún lọ destroy inú ilé ẹ̀. Wọ́n tún kó èèyàn méjìlá lọ. Sáà gbogbo ọ̀nà tó bá fi gbà sá kúrò nílùú yẹn kò jẹ̀bi o. He has every evidence to prove wípé life òun ò safe ní Nigeria tó ti kú. Now ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń sọ fún mi pé ó yẹ kó gba ẹnu ọ̀nà wọlé kí wọ́n stamp passport yẹ. Nigeria ti fi stop anywhere you see him stop him. Wọ́n ti lẹ̀ mórúkọ ẹ̀ kiri ayé. Tó bá gba Benin Republic, tó bá gba gate wọn wọlé, ibi tí wọ́n ti máa stamp tó bá jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ti arrest ẹ̀ ké wọ́ Benin. Wọ́n á mú padà sí Nigeria. Mo mọ tí mo ń sọ́njọ́ ẹ̀ tí gbogbo yín ẹgbẹ́ yín. No, you people have very good intention. Ẹ lecture mi ni. Lecture tẹ wá fún mi yẹn mo mọ̀. Èmi náà mọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀. Torí mi náà mo ti bá sọ wípé mi jáde rí irọ́ tó tóbi ní passport kẹta ni màá lògbò. Ìkẹrin ni mo ṣe lọ gbà yìí. Mo lè má dé America rí o, mo lè má dé London rí o, ṣùgbọ́n mi náà kúrò Nàìjíríà yìí rí. Mo dẹ̀ mo fi immigration. Mo ń fi gbogbo ẹnu sọ fún yín pé it is humanly never possible kí wọ́n repatriate gbọ́ àfi mo ń fi àfi yẹn sí àfi tí Benin bá rẹ́dí pé any international organizations association àwọn àti wọn kó bàjẹ́ àwọn ò fẹ́ fi Nàìjíríà lẹ̀ kí wọ́n wá repatriate wá. Nàìjíríà lè lo ẹni ọgbọ́n Benin ló máa jẹ́ kó rí òun pé Benin ló máa even tán bá jèlè olóyè Ìgbòho wọn jẹ̀bi because kò ní ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ kankan. Ọ̀nà tó fi wọlé yẹn that's the only option tó kù fún láti fi wọ̀lú yẹn. The only option. And mark you, he's even not seeking any asylum ní Germany because only resident permit ní Germany. Germany tó ń lọ yẹn into the next thing fún láti ṣe ló ṣe yẹn. Ó kàn jẹ́ exit transit lásán ló ṣe ní Benin. Ṣé wá rí gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ tí mò ń pa yìí? Mo lẹ́lẹ́rìí fún. This man is a qualified lawyer. A qualified and competent lawyer. So mo fẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ gbọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu ẹ̀. Zoom meeting kan ni mo ti lọ gbé fídíò yẹn wá. Torí gbogbo ohun tó sọ ń bẹ̀ dùn mọ́ mi. Ó ti ṣàlàyé jù. Máa yẹn ti ṣàlàyé ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn jù. Màá fi yín lẹ̀ pẹ̀lú máa yẹn. Ẹ̀yin náà ẹ̀ listen sí máa yẹn láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ dópin. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń bẹ̀rù wọ́n máa gbólóyè wa tẹ́ ń pè mí ẹ má wulẹ̀ tán pè mí mọ́lẹ̀ lórí. That case is a done deal. Ọlọ́run ti kẹ́ wa kì í ṣe Nàìjíríà ní máa yẹn wà. Àwọn tí wọ́n mú sí Nàìjíríà lẹ́rí bọ́n ṣe ń ṣe wọ́n yìí. Fídíò míì tẹ́ tún máa wò nísìn tí máa tún post kejì. Ẹ̀rí yẹn náà gbogbo yẹn náà ni màá fọ́ lójú kọ̀ọ̀kan lórí àwọn lédìkétọ́ gbé tí George ń sọ tí DSS tí wọ́n sọ pé èèyàn mẹ́ta péré ló wà lọ́dọ̀ àwọn. Ẹ kú ẹni méjìlá. Ẹ sọ èèyàn méjìlá di mẹ́ta. Bó ṣe jẹ́ àfẹ́ gbọ́. Implication tó ṣe yẹn mo ń padà bọ̀. But nísìn mo fẹ́ kẹ́ listen dáadáa sí lọ́ọ̀yà yìí. Kẹ́ ẹ náà farabalẹ̀ kẹ́ ẹ wò kẹ́ ẹ gbọ́ ogun nǹkan tí lọ́ọ̀yà yìí máa sọ. In tí mo sọ yìí bóyá kí mi lẹ́yìn ni o. Bóyá fault in tí mo sọ yìí ni o. Mo fẹ́ káwa náà jọ wò ó.
I mean, I take it that you already know the background. You have some information about what has been happening since he was arrested at the airport at the instance of the Nigerian government, who planted that information through the Interpol. That he should be accosted anywhere they find him. So that triggered off a lot of things. The man will have been in Germany now, and all this hulabalu wouldn't have happened if not because of the action of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, of the government of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And I really don't know the basis because there was no legal basis for the Interpol to have accepted to give out such alert about Mr. Chief Sunday Adeyemo. The law is very clear in Nigeria. that before you can declare anybody wanted, you need a court order to declare anybody wanted in Nigeria. The Chief Sunday Igboho has never been declared wanted by any court order in Nigeria. So the DSS or the government of Nigeria really has no legal basis, legal power to have transmitted his name through the Interpol to governments worldwide that he should be accosted and arrested. It was illegal, it was wrong. And especially since there is no charge against Sunday Igboho in any court in Nigeria. He has never been charged for any offense in any court in Nigeria. In fact, part of what the investigation has shown is that he has no criminal record anywhere in Nigeria. So how come suddenly you now decide to put him out there that he should be arrested and prevented from moving just because they wanted to try and justify the illegality of the invasion, of the raid of his residence in Ibadan? They use the word raid, and that raid has its own meaning, legal meaning. It means an attack. It means an attack. It is not a search. What the law permits law enforcement to do is to conduct search. And before you can do that, you need a search warrant issued by a court. They did that. So everything that happened in Sunday's house was illegal, grossly illegal. And that was a threat to his fundamental right to life. And anybody faced with such a situation is entitled to take necessary steps to protect his life. And he has chosen to flee the country for the preservation of his life. And international law permits him to do that. Whether legally or illegally, you have the right to preserve your life first. So even if you enter any country illegally, that semi-illegality in quote now is legalized by the international refugee law. That anybody who is fearful for his life has the right to go out of any country anyhow, enter another country anyhow, and apply for asylum. Even if you have a fake passport, the moment you get to the other country, you apply for asylum and you surrender to them, this is why I did this, and they investigate you, you have not committed any crime. In addition to that, this is ECOWAS. Benin Republic is part of the ECOWAS. Any citizen of any ECOWAS country can enter another country without visa. You know that. And most importantly, Yorubas are in Republic of Benin. You understand? So me as a Yoruba man, I have the right to enter Cotonou and stay with my people there. Any Yoruba man, I can stay with them there. You know, just like anybody in the Fulani people also go to Niger without anybody querying them. So there's no illegality there. So that you already know what happened. He was arrested, and the allegations was that of arms trafficking, terrorism, and attempt to break Nigeria. Of course, that means treason or whatever it is. Of course, the government could not sustain that. It was lies. They couldn't sustain it. The laws are very clear. They didn't even apply for extradition, which was what we were expecting them to do initially. So we had to quickly set up a team of lawyers with just one brief. The brief is to prevent the extradition of Chief Igboho to Nigeria illegally. If they can do it legally, lawfully, according to law, no problem. But they must not be allowed to do it contrary to law. And that has been achieved. It has been achieved totally. The only thing that now happened was just this new angle to it, that he cannot be allowed to go because they have information that he has committed another offense in Benin Republic. So that means they have to go back and start all over again, from the prosecutor to the investigating judge, from the investigating judge to the liberty judge. You know, that is their own system. They don't allow the police to conduct any investigation. The police may take statements, they will obtain statements, but that is the end. The statements, everything will now be transmitted to the prosecutor. Prosecutor will now meet with the suspect, with his lawyers, and then the investigation will start. They will record. All these things were done by Chief Sunday Igboho, and I monitored the investigation with the prosecutor up to the investigating judge. The investigating judge also asked questions from him pertaining to arms dealing, arms trafficking, pertaining to terrorism, pertaining to attempt to break Nigeria. And you trust Chief Sunday Igboho, he defended himself. And the lawyers also assisted him to say that, look, there is a provision in the laws of the Federal Republic of Nigeria that gives the right to self-determination to any group of people. And that Sunday Igboho joined others, you know, to begin to campaign to Yorubas that they should exercise their right to self-determination. So he has not committed any offense along that line. The matter now went to the liberty judge. That's the final one. And the judge ought, I mean, in review of everything that has been done, he couldn't find any offense. He agreed that, yes, there was no basis for all those allegations. No basis. In fact, I urged all the lawyers, I demanded they should obtain certified true copy of all the allegations against him, which ought to have been documented. But you know that the judges said they would not release any document. Surprisingly, you know, and there is no justification for that. But, well, in any case, that case, the initial allegations are dead now. But the last judge, the liberty judge, now said, I will not still allow you to go because there's an allegation that as soon as you step into the Republic of Benin, you had a meeting with some people, you wanted to create problem in the Republic of Benin. This is somebody who just entered Benin, within 24 hours was at the airport and was on his way out of Benin. You know, I bet for whatever it is worth, we have achieved the purpose that we set out to achieve, to prevent unlawful kidnapping, hijacking, or extradition of Sunday from the Republic of Benin to Nigeria. And I believe the federal government of Nigeria will also be happy with that result because we have assisted them not to continue in breaking the laws.
This issue of using fake Beninois passports, is it true? And has that been addressed in the court?
It is completely false. Chief Sunday Igboho has no reason to apply for any Beninois passport. You understand? He has no reason. He has residential permit in Germany. His wife and family, they are in Germany as citizens. So by virtue of a residential permit alone, he is free to enter any plane anywhere in the whole world, and he will not be denied access into Germany. You understand? He is free to go into Germany anytime. So he had no reason to go and be procuring any fake international passports. And in any case, anybody fleeing for his life, in view of the attack on him, the threat to his life, in the raid by the DSS or by the SSS, I prefer to call them SSS, State Security Service of Nigeria, because that is the law, the name that the law gave to them. DSS is illegal. The raid by the SSS was a threat to his life, during which 2 persons were murdered. They were not killed, they were murdered. You know, that is still a case that we are still looking at against the SSS. So having fled into that country, even ordinary photocopy of his passport, international passport, photocopy of a residential permit, they are enough. They are enough to enable him to enter any plane and to go to his destination under international law. So he didn't do that. He did not procure any fake passport because he has no reason to do that.
What role has Germany been playing in all of this? Because we're told that he applied for asylum in Germany. So what role has Germany? What role has Germany been playing in this? Germany, but we were told that he applied for asylum in Germany. So what role has Germany been playing in this entire episode? The arrest, the attempted extradition, the court case, and all that.
What role has who played? Who?
Germany.
Yes. No, Germany, they are not objecting to his coming to Germany. They are not objecting. You know, don't forget he was arrested alongside his wife. His wife was also arrested with him, and his wife is a citizen of Germany. So of course, Germany will rise up anytime to protect the rights of their citizens. Though they may not have equal rights. You know, the right of a full citizen will be higher than that of a resident. You know, but the fact that he is the husband to a citizen has conferred on him some level of rights, which entitles him to some measure of protection by the German authority. So he doesn't even need to apply for asylum in Germany because he is already a resident. You understand? So Germany really has no objection. They have not objected to his coming to Germany, and they have not said, they have not denied that he's a resident of Germany. So there's no problem with Germany at all on this.
We read in a newspaper on Monday actually, that the Nigerian government has written to the government of Benin Republic, making certain demands, which is that the repatriation of Sunday Igboho is non-negotiable, that Nigerian government will not accept anything short of extradition, and that Nigerian government is even willing to impose sanctions on Benin Republic if Sunday Igboho is not brought back. Are you aware of this? And what have you even put in place to checkmate this development?
Well, I'm hearing it for the first time. I cannot pin into any government functionary. But assuming that it came from the federal government of Nigeria, I would say that they are entitled to embark on any course of action they feel is open to them. You know, our own insistence is that they should do everything according to law. Is there a law that says they should impose sanction on Benin Republic for refusing to hand over this victim? There is no law that says that. And if they want to go into international diplomacy is governed by law. You understand? And if they want to use corruption, that would be a violation of international law. Anybody fleeing for his life is protected under international law. And the fact that he has even applied for asylum, you know, makes him untouchable. The Republic of Benin will not, you know, when it comes to rating of countries in the hierarchy of their compliance with the rule of law, I want to tell you that Francophone countries, they perform better than Anglophone countries. So if you compare the rule of law, compliance with the rule of law in Republic of Benin to Nigeria, Republic of Benin, they have better record than Nigeria. You know, it is an ongoing work. We have been advising the government of Nigeria to be law-abiding, to do all that. But, you know, it depends on who are those in charge of government. So if they feel that they want to twist the Republic of Benin to produce Igboho contrary to law, illegally, it has implications on the government of the Republic of Benin too. It is not lost on them. They know the implications. They cannot afford to offend the international community at the expense of Nigeria, just because Nigeria wants them to do that. They cannot. And in any case, don't forget, they are just neighbor to Nigeria. They have better relationship with France and other Francophone countries than they have with Nigeria. So they cannot afford to offend the international community. France is a superpower. Nigeria is not. You understand? So they cannot afford to allow that to happen. I believe they are wiser than that.
Otumba Gani Adams said yesterday that they are going to rally some monarchs in Benin Republic to support Sunday Igboho.
Yes.
And everything. Can you just give us a sense of what is happening there? These monarchs, do they actually know Sunday Igboho that well? And why would they be willing to support him?
Yes, I must say something. You see, there is a reason why Yorubas are asking for self-determination, to exercise that right. That right has always been there. Don't forget. Even though the Nigerian Constitution, Section 2, says Nigeria is one indissoluble, indivisible country. You know, that's something written on paper by some military dictators without the consent of the Nigerian people. That's Section 2 of the Constitution. When you now place it side by side with Article 20 of the African Charter of Human and People's Rights, you'll discover that that right it prevails over Article 2 of the Nigerian Constitution. You know, and the Nigerian government, they have enacted, and we call it domestication. They have domesticated that African Charter. It's now part of our law in Nigeria. So the agitation for self-determination is legal. It's not unlawful. It's not an offense. Nobody can be charged to court, you know, for campaigning for self-determination of Yorubas or any other tribe in Nigeria. If you charge anybody to court, then you must show that the person has committed an offense. You know, but if somebody is just campaigning, say, let's campaign, Yorubas, we want to determine our own fate, politically, economically, and so on, under Article 20 of African Charter on Human and People's Rights. It's not an offense, it's not a crime. You understand? So, and don't forget that Yorubas, we have our people, not only in Nigeria. It's a pity that the bulk of Yoruba land falls within the geographical expression called Nigeria. Nigeria is a country. It's not a nation. You know, it's a country of nations. Every nationality, they know themselves in Nigeria. That is why the Fulanis, they have their kinsmen in Niger, and they relate with them as part of their nations. The same way, if you go to Akwa Ibom, the Efik, they have their brothers in southern Cameroon, and they relate with them as of the same nationality. They speak the same language. So these are natural nations. The same thing the Yorubas have their kinsmen in Republic of Benin. They have their kinsmen in Togo. They have their kinsmen in Ghana. So any Yoruba, even go to Cuba, go to Brazil, you will find Yorubas there. So Yoruba has international status, a nation with presence in several countries. So when you hear that monarchs, kings, chiefs, traditional rulers, a Republic of Benin rose up in defense of Sunday Igboho, it's the same way they will rise up in your defense if you are in the same situation that Sunday Igboho find himself. Any Yoruba man in the world knows that Yorubas in Nigeria are tired of remaining in the country called Nigeria, that they are now clamoring to exercise their fundamental right to self-determination, to have a nation of their own, separate from Nigeria, independent nation, autonomous and sovereign nation, and they are entitled to it as of law, as of right. You understand? So Yorubas in Republic of Benin, they are aware of this, and they are in support of this agitation. So when they had Sunday Igboho, who has been a campaigner, a peaceful campaigner, don't forget that, a peaceful campaigner for the self-determination of Yorubas, when they had a problem in the Republic of Benin, of course, they will rise up because he belongs to the same Yoruba tribe and nationality as they are. They see him as their own child, the way you and I are their children. They are over there. You understand? And any other country where Yorubas are in the whole world, you can see the support, international support. Anywhere you find Yoruba people, they are ready, they are in support. So this sends a strong signal to the government of Nigeria. Don't forget, all Southern governors recently met and they requested for dialogue. The federal government has not responded. Those who are leading the Yoruba self-determination struggle, they have also requested for dialogue. The government has not deemed it fit to respond. Even the coalition of Southern and Middle Belt nationalities also sent letters to the federal government of Nigeria asking for dialogue. But still, they are not taking serious. Okay, the question now is, what will it take to get the attention of the federal government that the Yoruba says they want their own nationhood, sovereign nation? Are they saying they are not aware, they have not heard, they have not seen, or what? Internationally, every country in the world, they are aware, except the government of Nigeria. Why?
But if the president has said Nigeria's unity is non-negotiable, why is your group still reaching out to the government when the president has said?
You said the president has said what?
The unity of Nigeria is non-negotiable. He said the unity of Nigeria.
Okay, yes. Okay, yes, I've heard that. It's not the first time I will hear that. You understand? Incidentally, it's on record that General Buhari also clamored for self-determination of the northern people. It's on record. It's on record that he's also advocating for self-determination of Palestine. It's on record. He's not opposed to self-determination. You understand? But when he's saying that the unity of Nigeria is not negotiable, is there anything that is not negotiable in life? There is nothing that cannot be negotiated. You can't force people to remain together. In what he's telling us is the obvious truth. He's telling us the character of the country called Nigeria. It's a country that is withered together by force. The moment you remove force from Nigeria, you will see everybody will go their own way peacefully. So, should Nigeria continue to be held together by force? That's the question. So when he said that the unity of Nigeria is not negotiable, what is the definition of that unity? Who and who agreed to be united? What are the terms of those unity? If you tell me, yes, the unity is in the Constitution of Nigeria. Nigeria has no constitution. Well, I'm a lawyer, a constitutional lawyer of up to 30 years at the bar, and I know what the Constitution is. What we have in Nigeria is Decree 24 of 1999. It's a military decree. A military decree is just the dictation of a small group of soldiers who shot their way into power in violation of the existing law. If you look at the 1979 Constitution, Section 3 or 4 of thereof said that no person or group of persons shall take over the government of Nigeria or any part thereof contrary to the provisions of that constitution. But President Buhari led other soldiers to take over the government of Nigeria, contrary to the provision of that constitution. He has violated that constitution. The same thing 1999 constitution is there, which followed 1979 constitution. Even 1979 constitution was a product of the violation of the 1960 and 1963 constitution of Nigeria. They are, you know, we have to go back in history. When did the first violation of the unity of Nigeria started? The unity of Nigeria was contained in the 1963 constitution. That's the basis for the unity of Nigeria. Who violated it? The military. Since then, everything, you know, you cannot place something on nothing. It will fall. Everything that has been built on the destruction of the unity document of Nigeria, 1963 constitution, everything that has been built on it up to now is bound to fall, is fraudulent, is fake. And when this 1999 constitution came about, I was physically present at a program organized by the Nigerian Bar Association Ikeja branch, to which Chief Rotimi William was invited by the executive of the NBA Ikeja branch under Dikindele Adesina, senior advocate of Nigeria. And Chief Rotimi Williams, you know who he is, or who he was, yes. You know, we still have his products. I have a copy of the paper. I was present when he was delivering the paper. He described the 1999 Constitution as a document that tells a lie about itself. In essence, it is a fraudulent document. And I've also taken my time to look at that document. Look at Decree 24 of 1999, alias 1999 Constitution. Decree 24 made it clear that that appendix to it will be the Constitution of Nigeria, as approved by the Provisional Ruling Council of the military government of Nigeria. And how many are they to approve a constitution for all the nations within Nigeria? They have no such right or power. Then there is a section in that decree that says anytime you want to refer to this decree, don't refer to it as a decree. Just refer to it as Constitution of Nigeria 1999. And anytime the printers want to print the Constitution, they should omit the decree part of it, so as to conceal the true character of that document. So when General Buhari now comes up to say that the unity of Nigeria is not negotiable, I say, what is the foundation of that unity? Who destroyed the unity? Who? He was one of those who destroyed the unity of Nigeria. He played active role in it. So he does not lie in his mouth now to begin to say that unity of Nigeria is not negotiable. They have destroyed that unity. And effort has been made over years by people in the South, with the Yorubas especially, together with people in the South, to say, come, let us sit down and negotiate the terms upon which the nations of Nigeria will live together. I am a witness. In 1992, a group of patriotic persons gathered together and attempted to organize a sovereign national conference. The venue was the National Theatre. They were all there, Chief Olesho Yekao, the Professor Olorode, all of them. I know many of them who were there from all over Nigeria. They grouped out together under Babangida regime. They were to start a sovereign national conference where they will look at the Nigerian nation and profile the way forward. But what did the military do? They scattered them. They ordered the police to tear gas all of them. These are senior citizens of Nigeria. They were tear gas. So since 1992, you know that that clamor has continued. So that even now, you now have some people saying it is restructuring they want. Under President Jonathan, there was a national conference with a report to show for it, which this government is aware of, but decided it will have nothing to do with it. So some people are now clamoring for restructuring. Somebody like me, I also joined them in clamoring for restructuring. But at a point, I realized that no. It's wrong. It's no longer restructuring. It's too late to restructure Nigeria. Enough damage has been done. So that's why people are now saying Nigerian unity has been destroyed. Therefore, every nation within Nigeria is free to determine how they want to live, whether with others or independent. If I may just take you back a bit, the issue of what happened in Ibarapa land predated the emergence of Amotekun. And Amotekun has his own reasons. Why did it come about? It was because of insecurity spreading from the north down to the southwest. And Nigeria, and it was well analyzed. A single state cannot protect itself without cooperation with other states. Don't forget that the clamor for the establishment of a central security organization called Amotekun was by the Nigerian people who were victims of kidnapping, of raping, victims of murder, of killings, victims of economic destruction of their farms and so on, by Fulani people masquerading as others, but who are terrorists. Don't forget that. So all the governors of the Southwest, they set up the Amotekun in response to the cries of their people. And after the Amotekun laws have been made and they were established, even though I have issues with the approach to this issue by the southern governors, the security of life and property of the people is the primary purpose of government. That's what Section 14 of their constitution says. And I expect the governors to do more than they have done, to harm the Amotekun operatives and empower them to be able to adequately protect. But let's just leave that aside now. What happened in Igongon and in Barapa community, some of them happened after the emergence of Amotekun. So Sunday Igboho, coming from Ibarapa land, you know, of course, he will feel strongly about the attack on his people more than somebody from Ondo State, for instance. Because you may say that, sorry, it is Ibarapa land in Oyo State, it is Oyo people, Oyo farmers. But Sunday Igboho is from that locality. He knows everywhere. He knows so many people. He has his own relations there. So he fights for them. The man lives in Ibadan. He could have just minded his own business and not bother. But because of his love for his people, he decided to rise up and campaign against those attacking his own people. He's not campaigning against those who are living peacefully with his people. Don't forget that the people in the Ibarapa land, they know they are attackers. They know those who are collaborating with the attackers among them. And they gave information out. There are records of what was done in the Ibarapa land. There are records of what was done even in Ondo State, in Ekiti State, in Osun State, in Ogun State. We are in Lagos State, even we have records. So if everybody is clamoring, Sunday has not violated any law, he has done anything wrong, to start a peaceful campaign. And don't forget, this peaceful campaign took him to Kwara State, to Oyo State, to Ekiti State, to Ondo State, to Osun State, to Ogun State. And there was no violence. Nothing at all. It was all songs, dances, speeches, and so on. Everything went, no single person was arrested. No single crime was recorded. The only exception was in Lagos, when the commissioner of police took it personally upon himself to oppose the order of a peaceful rally in Lagos. Of course, the rally held contrary to his expectation, and he had no option. In order to show up his ego, he ordered the people to attack the peaceful participants in that rally. But don't forget, Sunday Igboho was not in Lagos. It was only in Lagos, where Sunday Igboho was absent, that we recorded violence by the police. You understand? So this speaks a lot as to who Sunday Igboho is and whether he's violent in his approach or not. See, what I will say about that, with what I know personally, I know that the agitation for self-determination for Yoruba people in Nigeria has been on for about 30 years. And I know so many organizations, self-determination groups within Nigeria who has been clamoring for this independence of the Yoruba nation from Nigeria. So Sunday Igboho did not start something new. He met some people on ground doing the same thing. You understand? He only added his own voice to a struggle that has been going on even before he became known with it. He had his own business he was doing before, but he got to a point that his conscience pricked him, and he was able to open his eyes and his mind to now realize that, the Yorubas are being turned to slaves in Nigeria. So he joined the campaign, the peaceful campaign for self-determination in Nigeria. So, but because of the attack on him by the state, unlawful attack on him, which threatened his life, it was God that saved him. They went there to kill him. I think everybody has agreed. They didn't go there to arrest him. They have never invited him. They have never, even up till now, they have not charged him of committing any offense because he has not committed any. Now, having left Nigeria, you think he jumped ship? He didn't jump ship. Because even in Republic of Benin, where he is now, there are Yorubas there clamoring together with their kinsmen in Nigeria for an independent Yoruba nation. Not only that, go to the entire Europe, go to the UK, go to America, go to Australia, go to Asia, all the continents of the world, including the rest of Africa. Yorubas are all over, united in their clamor for an independent Yoruba nation. It's because they are convinced. They know that they are entitled to have a country, a nation, a sovereign nation of their own. It's because they are identified with it. It's because they know that there is no future for them in Nigeria. It's because they are tired of Nigeria. It's because they know that there is no unity in Nigeria again. It's because they now question. You know, the day you begin to question whether you are truly a Nigerian or not, you know, then a new realization has come. So it's not about Sunday Igboho jumping ship. Any country he goes to in the entire world, he will meet Yorubas there already agitating for the same thing. So he's not the founder, he's not the first campaigner, he's not the only one doing it presently, and it won't be the last one. There are many more campaigners within Nigeria and outside Nigeria who are even doing more than Sunday Igboho. And what the current travail of Sunday Igboho is a tonic. You know, it's like a vaccine now that has energized many more people. You'll be shocked if I tell you that while coordinating the legal affairs of this self-determination, starting with those who were arrested in Ojota for their peaceful rally, I have received enormous calls and support. The entire Yorubas have risen up from far and wide. People you never hear their voice, people who has never said anything about it, they saw it as a slap. They are now convinced what the federal government has done in clamping down through the police on the peaceful rally in Ojota actually galvanized the interests of people who were not really interested before. Now the travail of Sunday Igboho has also mobilized even much more people than we had before. People are now interested. People are now saying, no, we want out of Nigeria. We want a sovereign Yoruba nation. And they are entitled to clamor for that under the law. It's not illegal. You understand? maybe I should commend him for even saying something. You know, many of these governors, they really don't know the value or the strength of the position they hold, the political office they hold presently. They hold this office in trust for the people of their state. And when the people of your state are clamoring for a sovereign nation, sovereign Yoruba nation, and you still pretend as if you didn't hear, as if you didn't know, you know, of course, some of them are now trying to say that, yes, we have had our people. You know, when the people clamor for security outfits, Amotekun, they listen, they have no option. The same people are now saying, look, we want out of Nigeria. And a governor who decides to deafen his ears to the clamor of his people, we have himself to blame later. But some of these governors are now listening to the people. I can tell you the Lagos state government has not openly come out to assist anybody. They are to assist Sunday Igboho or to assist all those who are detained or whatever. They have not done that. They have their own fears. You know, they are also in bondage. They are in bondage in Nigeria. They are not in control of the states they preside over. They cannot give an order to the commissioner of police and he will obey. There is a provision in the Nigerian constitution that if the governor of the state gives an order to the commissioner of police, the commissioner of police has a right not to obey that order, but to refer the order to the inspector general of police in Abuja, who will now order him whether to obey the governor's order or not. Is there a state? But they brandish the governors as the security chief of their own country. But we know that is all lies. It's part of the fraud that we have. So I really pity him. I pity other governors. They are in chains. I hope one day their eyes will also be clear. They will free themselves.
We have a few minutes more, so I'll just quickly put in a few questions.
Yes.
It's believed that APC, the Southwest is being favored. It's one of the regions that's being favored to succeed President Muhammadu Buhari in 2023, that the Southwest will produce the next president. Don't you think that this struggle here and there could affect the chances of the Southwest if the North says that, oh, we cannot trust Nigeria, we cannot trust the Southwest with to handle Nigeria, to keep Nigeria united, and then the North will just continue to rule Nigeria? Don't you think that this struggle can affect the Southwest chances?
Thank you for that. You see, I'm happy you mentioned this. So if the North says they cannot trust the Southwest because they are clamoring for self-determination, therefore they will not dash them the presidency, or they will not support their clamor, their quest, or anybody in Southwest for the presidency of Nigeria as a country. The same way and manner, they have not trusted the Southeasterners. The same way and manner, they have not deemed it necessary to support anybody from the Southeast to become the president of Nigeria. Look, the era where you deceive the people is gone. Yorubas can no longer be deceived. Yorubas, we are enlightened, we are civilized. And there is this thing, one of the philosophies of Yoruba, I will say it in Yoruba, Ogbon ju agbára lọ. I call it Yoruba 101, Ogbon ju agbára lọ. So if a part of Nigeria believes they hold all the aces because they control all the armed forces of Nigeria, they occupy all the strategic ministries in Nigeria. In fact, they hold all the powers of government, the powers of coercion, even economy power and so on in Nigeria. Therefore, they must be the one to dash or to dictate or to determine who becomes from where the president of Nigeria will come or not. I'm happy they are doing that because it's a further confirmation that other parts of the country, like the Southwest and Southeast, they are actually second-class citizens in Nigeria. they are actually slaves within Nigeria. So that it is now somebody who will determine who will become the president, then there is really no democracy in Nigeria. And if you look at the law, the constitution, the electoral law, and no other relevant laws that governs the Nigerian democracy, everything is rigged, statutorily, lawfully rigged against the Southwest, against the Yorubas, and against the Southeastern, and against the South-South. Already rigged there. There is no way they can express themselves. There is no way they can develop at their own rates, at their own speed, according to their own knowledge, without the federal government slowing them down or pulling them back. We have seen it demonstrated. The Yoruba land has not developed beyond where they were when the 1963 Constitution was destroyed by the military. You understand? So, and even there was a time under Babangida where there was a policy of slowing down the advancement of the South so that the North could catch up. Those of us who were there at that time under Babangida, go and check it, you will find it was a policy, a deliberate policy of the military government to slow down the advancement and development of the South so that the North could catch up. That wanted to a lot, that we have been slowed down, our progress, our advancement have been slowed down just because of the membership of the Yorubas in Nigeria. Membership within Nigeria. So the Yorubas are now saying, sorry, we want to move at our pace. And they are entitled to do that under the law through the exercise of their right to self-determination. You understand? So the APC is just a party registered pursuant to the 1999 Constitution, which I've told you is a fraudulent document, which does not have the consent of the people, of the Yoruba people on it. Every other party was registered pursuant to it. So if the politicians feel that they want to continue with their game, they have the right to continue to contest. Anybody in Yoruba land can contest. Nobody is saying that. But, you know, the reality keeps on dawning on all of us every day. Every day, people's eyes and minds are becoming opened wider and wider. So don't be surprised if it gets to a point that even APC in Yoruba land says, sorry, our people say they want out of Nigeria. He's coming there because many members of APC are in the self-determination rights campaign. They are there. You understand? So let's watch what that's 2 years away.
Let me ask this final question. Let me ask this final question because of time.
Yes.
The agitators in Lagos State, have they all been released now? And the ones that were arrested in Sunday Igboho's house, how far with their own case?
Yes, thank you for that. The peaceful participants in the peaceful rally at Ojota whose rights were violated by the Nigerian police force have been released on bail by the magistrate courts in Yaba. All of them have been freed from police custody now, except one whose legal opinion is still being expected from the DPP's office, the Ministry of Justice. So that one is settled, but the case is still there. They have charged them with unlawful assembly, some kinds of charges, which amounts to nothing. We will deal with all those ones in court. You know, we believe in the rule of law. We will deal with it that way. People who were kidnapped from the house of Chief Sunday Adeyemo Igboho, when his property was unlawfully attacked by the SSS, they are still being held to ransom by the organization that kidnapped them. We have sent lawyers to go and check them. They refuse to allow the lawyers to see them. And we have no option than to instruct the lawyers to go to court. And last week, Thursday, they obtained Friday, they obtained an order directing or mandating that they must be produced in court on Thursday this week. So we are waiting. We have opened a window for the SSS to prove whether they are a law-abiding organization, agency of the federal government or not. It's an opportunity for them, because what they did in attacking Sunday Igboho's house has really smeared their image worldwide, even among the community of security agencies worldwide. So how can you go and raid the premises of a peaceful campaigner at 1:30 a.m. and you issued a statement confessing that you raided the house, you also murdered 2 persons in the process?
What of the guns? They said that this was fought back. What of the guns that were recovered from them?
That is the allegation. That's what they said. They did not. Sunday Igboho himself has denied that no gun was recovered from his house. You see, when you go to conduct a search to somebody's house, if you find anything incriminating, you have to prepare a list. We call it inventory. And the owner of the house must sign it that this thing was recovered from my house. I challenge the SSS. Where is the list? They should produce a list signed by the owner of the property that those things were removed from his premises. You won't find anything.
ṣùgbọ́n mo fẹ́ bẹ̀ yín lẹ́bẹ̀ kan lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí ibikíbi lórí YouTube yìí o anywhere tẹ́ bá ti wo fídíò yìí tí kì í ṣe inú ṣánẹ́ẹ̀lì bàbá gbàgede live kódà ẹ̀ lè rí wo inú gbàgede mọ́ tẹ́ bá ti rí fídíò yìí wò ní anywhere any channel tó yàtọ̀ sí bàbá gbàgede live ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ bá mi report channel yẹn báwo náà ṣe ń report ṣe rí fídíò yẹn bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń wò ẹ wo bí kan tán fi dot sí ẹ sá tẹ̀bi dot yẹn ẹ rí report mbẹ̀ ẹ choose impersonation kẹ́ report channel yẹn ẹ bá mi report ẹ ó ti wá mú àwọn èèyàn lára nísìn kan máa jíṣẹ́ mi gbé and enough is enough mo ti ń wò wọ́n tipẹ́tipẹ́ but enough is enough ìwọ tó ń gbéṣẹ́ mi tó o bá gbé eléyìí they will report you èmi fúnra mi máa fi copyright gbé ẹ máa ṣẹ̀ wá ní àwọn followers mi kan bá mi report so that a máa gba channel yẹn lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ téèyàn 1000 péré bá ti report channel ẹ̀ ó rí mọ́ nìyẹn YouTube máa sì sí ẹ ni tó bá ti tẹ́ ẹ lọ́rùn bẹ́ẹ̀ gbéṣẹ́ yẹn kó edit ẹ̀ kó post ẹ̀ gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ bá ti bá mi wo fídíò yìí tẹ́ ẹ bá wò ní any channel tó yàtọ̀ sí bàbá gbàgede live ẹ ṣá report ẹ̀ mo dẹ̀ tún rọ̀ yín ẹ rí i pé channel tuntun la wà yìí ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ bá mi subscribe síbẹ̀ ẹ má kàn wò kẹ́ẹ̀kan lọ ẹ subscribe sí channel yìí ẹ subscribe sí ẹ subscribe ọbẹ̀ ẹ bá mi subscribe so that pé ká lè tètè tún múfù dérú ipò tá a ti kú I am leaving 47,000 if o ti lọ 48,000 subscribers sí mo filẹ̀ fáwọn tó àkẹ́ sórí gbàgede mọ̀ ó wá wùn mí kó jẹ́ channel kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lórí gbàgede mọ̀ kẹ́ ẹ múfù wá síbí bá mi subscribe sí kó dẹ̀ tẹ notification bell oníyanṣẹ́ ọlọ́kàṣe gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá mi jẹ tèmi náà ẹ ṣeun láìpẹ́ yìí ẹ tún máa rí fídíò lórí ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn Lady K tí wọ́n kó wá court kí ni implication ẹ máa torí wò mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá mi wo fídíò ìpàtà ojú tẹ́ fi ń wò mí ò ní fọ́ etí tẹ́ sì fi ń gbọ́ mi ò ní di mo kí àwọn Muslim brothers wa pé Jumot Mubarak ẹ ṣeun ó dàbọ̀.